A Step into the Past Volume 25 Chapter 4. Book 25 Chapter 04, Hard to differentiate between real and fake. Over the next 10 days, Xiang Xiaolong attended court as per normal but politely declined all entertainment engagements. Instead, he devoted all his time and energy in training his team of 300 elite AA Special Forces members. Their equipment can be considered the best this era can offer, incorporating his modern 21st century design, and was further improvised by Uncle Ching, the head of Yu's Blacksmith Association, allowing them to become the living examples of the martial arts experts illustrated in wuxia novels. Besides being proficient in all types of normal and hidden weapons, they are able to climb any wall and trespass any property, becoming what we would know as stealth ninjas. On this evening, Ji Yanran and Wu Shu came over from the farms and they brought good news. The gorgeous talented lady exclaimed, "Under my mixture of soft and hard tactics, Wu Yinjin finally confessed that he has been supplying information to Crown Prince. However, he insisted that he was doing this for the sake of the Wu clan, as Crown Prince has instructed him to try and persuade us from leaving for the borderlands." Teng Yi icily smiled. "A traitor will always have his excuses." Ji Yanran explained. Yanran did believe his words, because when Yanran pointed out that due to hubby's incredible accomplishments, influence, and prowess, it is possible for Crown Prince to view hubby as a threat and a target for extermination, he was so terrified his face turned green and his lips turned white. In the end, he disclosed the identity of the person liaising with him. Xiang Xiaolong interrogated in a deep voice, "Who is it?" Ji Yanran replied, "His correspondent is a man named Yao Ji. Does hubby know him?" Xiang Xiaolong nodded. "He is the assistant of Li Si and he is responsible for communicating with the various states. He just came back from Qi and I would classify him as a very wise man." Ji Yanran added, "Third Master N has now recognized the severity of the situation and promised to cooperate fully with us. To be safe, Yanran has sent all his family warriors and followers to the borderlands, just in case Yao Jia has bribed them individually." Xiang Xiaolong determined, "Wu Yinjin's greatest usefulness is that through him, we can dupe Crown Prince into thinking that we will only leave for the borderlands after everything has been completed." In a deep voice, Teng Yi reminded, "If I am this ungrateful brat, I will have you killed at Yangdu by the hands of Lao Ai. When that happens, I can use the excuse of avenging you and fully annihilate the forces of Lao Ai, killing two birds with one stone." Xiang Xiaolong chortled, "No matter what, we must mislead him into believing that we will only leave after killing Lu Bue." Turning to Ji Yanran, Xiang Xiaolong proposed, "Yanran's thinking is much more thorough than we, the two brothers. Can you try to fake some story and reveal it bit by bit to Yao Jia before the coronation? It would be good to make the story obscure, letting him slowly deduce and piece the jigsaw puzzle before guessing the final message that we want to pass to Crown Prince." Ji Yanran batted her eyes once at him, answering, "No need to flatter Yanran, I'll just do my best." Teng Yi probed, "We would need to leave for Yangdu in 2 months' time. Has third brother thought of a plan to kill Lu Bue and simultaneously make a safe retreat?" Xiang Xiaolong sighed with a breath, "I want to see Zhu Ji before confirming the details." The two persons, Ji Yanran and Teng Yi, were utterly shocked. Teng Yi advised, "Lao Ai is now regarding you as a thorn in the flesh. If you go to Yangdu, you may get into trouble. Moreover, if Crown Prince knows about it, he would be more determined to kill you than ever." Ji Yanran also spoke up, "Empress is no longer the empress of the past. She may even assume that you killed her real son in order to make the switch. It is really not appropriate for you to see her." Xiang Xiaolong did not consider these points. His heart becoming uncomfortable, he turned speechless. Patting his shoulder, Teng Yi consoled, "As long as we act with a clear conscience, it does not matter how others judge us." Xiang Xiaolong bitterly smiled, "I wanted to see Zhu Ji and try to prevent her from getting killed is precisely because it is weighing on my conscience." To Ji Yanran, he implored, "Can you invite Sister Qing over? Through her, I can meet Zhu Ji in secret." Her exquisite face darkening, Ji Yanran furiously reprimanded, "Once you have decided on something, you would stubbornly follow it through. Zhu Ji has mothered 2 bastards for Lao Ai, do you really believe she will abandon her 2 sons and leave with you? Presently, we can barely fend for ourselves and here you are, trying to increase our burden. When Ting Fang and Zhi are leaving, they did instruct me to watch over you and not let you participate in any dangerous activities. If you insist on meeting that lady, Ji Yanran seeks a divorce." Ever since Xiang Xiaolong got to know Ji Yanran, this is the first time she is so fierce and upset. Petrified, he shuddered and dare not defend himself anymore. Teng Yi nodded, "Today, second brother is not going to help you, especially when this concerns the life and death of the entire clan. No matter what, third brother has to listen to Yanran." A helpless Xiang Xiaolong had no choice but to agree. Only then did Ji Yanran's anger subside. Over the next few weeks, besides giving his full attention to training the 300-men team, Xiang Xiaolong also instructed Wu Guo on the finer tips of impersonating himself, for he must succeed in deceiving Xiao Pan, Li Si, and the others who know Xiang Xiaolong very well. The only loophole is his voice. Luckily, Ji Yanran has an excellent idea. At a suitable time, Xiang Xiaolong will start faking an illness. Therefore, even when his voice becomes deeper and hoarse, it will not arouse any suspicions. On top of that, he can do away with speaking less, thereby killing 2 birds with 1 stone. That night, Xiao Yuan came back from the farms and borrowed a set of Xiang Xiaolong's official robes. Locking Wu Guo and himself inside a room, he has everyone patiently waiting outside, eager to find out how Wu Guo will eventually turn out. Until now, everyone is still puzzled over Xiang Xiaolong's decision to have Wu Guo masquerade as himself. Unable to tolerate the suspense, Jing Jun posed the question to him. Xiang Xiaolong responded, "Firstly, I want to deceive Lu Bue. Crown Prince has decided to leave Xianyang under the care of Lu Bue. Based on Lu Bue's character, he would use this opportunity to get rid of second brother and fifth brother, leaving me." Yi, Ji Yanran, Teng Yi, and Jing Jun were stupefied, staring at Xiang Xiaolong whose face is suddenly drained of color. With a skeptical expression, Xiang Xiaolong wondered, "Do you think Guanzongzi would employ the same technique and slip back to Xianyang? We are 1 month away from the coronation day and the current time frame is a critical period. Would he be contented to remain stationed far away?" Teng Yi rationalized, "Without Brother Xiao's talented hands, how can they create a fake Guanzongzi?" Ji Yanran debated, "If Lu Bue has the intention, it is not difficult to find someone who resembles Guanzongzi. By getting people to provide additional cover, like mistaking fisheye for pearls, it is highly possible for hubby's hypothesis to be right." To Tao Fang who had just arrived, Xiang Xiaolong told him about his conjecture and added, "Please inform Manager Tu and ask him to pay special attention to this matter. If we can track Guanzongzi's movements, he'll be the first to go down, followed by Han Ji and the rest." Jing Jun quizzed, "Earlier, does third brother mean that he wishes to hoodwink Lu Bue into thinking that third brother has accompanied Crown Prince to Yongda but is actually staying behind in Xianyang to counter him?" Xiang Xiaolong nodded, "That is the main reason. In addition, I can carry out my plans without Crown Prince looking over my shoulder." Teng Yi reviewed, "Nevertheless, we must be extra meticulous in our deployment and find a way to get Wu Guo out of Yongdu. Otherwise, this kid may end up in a life-threatening situation." The voice of Xiao Yuan resonated, "That's the brilliant part of the plan. By simply reverting back to his original appearance, it will be quite easy for Wu Guo to make his getaway." As everyone looked over to the open doors of the room with anticipation, Xiao Yuan and another AA Xiang Xiaolong slowly strode out, earning cheers and exclamations. With the appearance of Xiang Xiaolong, Wu Guo faced the crowd and sang an opera tune before striking a pose. Pretending to grab the hilt of an imaginary 100 battle saber, he roared, "Traitor Lu, on your knees! I, Xiang Xiaolong, have been waiting for 7 long years to finally cut off your smelly head. Amazingly, even his tone and voice is quite similar to Xiang Xiaolong's. The crowd instantly broke out into wild laughter and Tao Fang was laughing so hard he bent over and held onto his tummy. Ji Yanran shrilly giggled, "This is impossible. How can the resemblance be so striking?" Wu Guo stared at Ji Yanran with a surprised expression. He mocked, "Wifey, you are so muddle-headed you cannot even recognize your hubby? Don't blame me if I dump you." His teasing naturally got the entire hall laughing all over again. Panting from her laughter, Ji Yanran threatened, "If you dare to dump me, I'll kill you with a single sword slash." Watching the scene unfolding, Xiang Xiaolong can feel his emotions stirring. For the past 2 years, the Wu residence has not seen such a carefree and happy ambience that was filled with joy and laughter. Putting on a frightened look, Wu Guo relented, "Wifey is so fierce. Hubby shall give in and apologize." Unwilling to continue the banter with him, Ji Yanran faced Xiao Yuetan and questioned, "Mr. Xiao is truly the world's #1 makeup artist. How did you create this miracle?" As he lovingly admired his own handiwork, Xiao Yuetan lightly articulated, "It took me 5 days to sculpt Xiaolong's bust from wood. Afterwards, I concocted a skin mask using a special recipe to recreate the fake face. Finally, I touched up the coloring to the smallest details. Thereafter, another Xiang Xiaolong is born." Jing Jun praised, "In the future, I would not dare to believe the outer appearance of anyone." Xiao Yuetan chuckled, "Without Wu Guo, even if I have 3 heads and 6 arms, my talents would be inapplicable. This fellow's body figure is almost the same as Xiaolong, except that his shoulder is not as broad. Thus, I have added padding to his clothes to conceal this loophole." Facing the sky and laughing out loud, Wu Guo took huge strides up and down the hall, mimicking Xiang Xiaolong's body language. It is really difficult to tell them apart. The 2 men Xiang Xiaolong and Xiao Yuetan are sitting within the hall. Admiring the beautiful, star-studded sky, they were overwhelmed with emotions. Xiao Yuetan sighed, "Life is really baffling. Last time round, we were in Linzi, busy handling all sorts of people and dangerous situations. This time round, although we are back in Xianyang, we are again faced with the same scenario of trying to flee for our lives. But of course this round can be considered the last and final round." "How wonderful!" Xiang Xiaolong nodded, with elder brother giving pointers by the side, "I am extremely confident that we will be able to reach the borderlands safely and enjoy the life that we have been pining for so long." After a deep contemplation, Xiao Yuetan questioned in a serious tone, "We already knew that Ying Zheng will not let Lu Bue have a good ending, and by staying back, we have to put up with a certain amount of risk. Should we make plans to leave before the coronation instead? Wouldn't that save us plenty of trouble?" Xiang Xiaolong reasoned, "I did consider this too, but discarded the notion because of 2 reasons. Firstly, the retreat of the entire clan would take some time to be completed. Secondly, I am concerned that Ying Zheng has made secret preparations. If I displayed any signs of leaving, he would cut me off along the way and simply kill me while telling the world that I have left for the borderlands. As a result, we have to wait for the best window period, which is the day when Ying Zheng is away in Yangdu for his coronation. And to further safeguard ourselves, we must attack Lu Bue proactively, otherwise, we will die without a burial place." Xiao Yuetan nodded in agreement. Xiaolong's thinking has covered all the angles. Xiang Xiaolong bitterly smiled, "My thinking powers are inferior to elder brothers. I can outshine you presently because nobody understands Yingzhen's capabilities and callousness better than me. If we are not careful, we will all perish like a sinking ship on the open sea." Xiao Yuetan wondered, "How do you plan to deal with Lu Bue?" Xiang Xiaolong officially state, "I was about to seek guidance from Mr." Supporting his bearded chin with one hand, Xiao Yuetan grinned, "Master too should be the correct person to consult. Besides him, no one has a clearer picture of Lu Bue's actual strength and schemes. He has been patiently serving him for so many years in anticipation for this day to arrive. Xiang Xiaolong was elated. In this case, I shall depend on the two of you to come up with the appropriate plans and strategies. The rest of us shall await your orders like soldiers. Raising his head to gawk at the enchanting night sky, Xiang Xiaolong fantasied, with Tu Xian's years of experience and Xiao Yuan's wisdom, he would soon be able to view the same night sky from the borderlands. The next morning, even before the sun has appeared, the warriors of Wu residence are already up and assembled in the garden, practicing their martial arts. Xiang Xiaolong himself is patiently guiding Wu Guo and using a replica 100 battle saber that Uncle Qing has specially forged. Although the chromium used in this saber is not as good as the original, the saber is already one of the best weapons that Uncle Qing has forged. Being a martial arts exponent himself, regardless of bearing or aura, Wu Guo is able to fashion himself after Xiang Xiaolong. Using the Mozi sword, Teng Yi engaged him in a duel. After more than 100 moves later, Wu Guo exhibited signs of losing. Wu Yanzhe, Wu Shu, Jing Shan, and the guardians clapped and cheered for him. Beckoning Wu Yanzhe to his side, Xiang Xiaolong advised, "Among the guardians, you are the wisest and most steadfast. During the trip to Yangdu with Wu Guo, you must remember that safeguarding your lives is the top priority. Whenever the circumstances become unfavorable, use the grappling hooks and escape back here." Wu Yanzhe acknowledged, "Master Xiang, you can put your mind at ease. 2 years ago, Master Tao has already stationed some men at Yangdu. Not only can we gain a good understanding of the situation, certain preparations have been put in place. In cases of emergency, they can offer shelter to us." Standing beside them, Ji Yanran comforted, "This fellow Wu Guo is full of devious ideas. During any confrontations, he is always the one who walks away with the better deal. Ambushing him is easier said than done. Xiaolong, you can put your mind at ease." Xiang Xiaolong has full conviction in Wu Guo's abilities, otherwise he would not have allowed him to take this risk. He specifically reminded Wu Yanzhe, who is now opposite him, "Crown Prince would wait for the best opportunity before launching a secret assault on me. That would be the time when he and Lao Ai are clashing head-on. Otherwise, he would not be able to frame Lao Ai for my death." Ji Yanran interrupted, "If there is a way to secure the mask on a corpse with the same body build as hubby, we may be able to temporarily deceive Crown Prince." His eyes lighting up, Wu Yanzhe was thrilled, "Let's see what happens. I am certain it can be arranged." At this juncture, a breathless Wu Guo came up to the three of them. With a proud air, he smirked, "How is my 100 battle saber play?" Ji Yanran giggled, "Look at you. Does your master Xiang pant and gasp for air after a fight?" Wu Guo cheekily laughed, "Don't forget that I have not fully recovered from my sickness. Some wheezing is considered normal." Ji Yanran nodded, "You are good. I nearly forgot about that point." Turning to Xiang Xiaolong, she recommended, "Hubby had better look for Mr. Xiao and get him to put some makeup for you, giving you a sickly appearance. When Crown Prince sees your face, it would be easier for you to fake your illness later on." Wu Guo added, "At the beginning, you should act tired. As time passes, you can gradually increase the signs of illness. That would be a perfect cover." Xiang Xiaolong secretly thought, "This is called 2 heads are better than 1. When he was about to speak out, he saw Tao Fang leading a man and walking briskly towards them. As the crowd looks towards him in astonishment, everyone erupted with delight. The man turned out to be the long-absent Wang Jian, Qin's indomitable and legendary general.